what's going on, everybody? Justin from Blue Collar Survival. It's time for another review. First off, I want to give a shout out to Rugged on the Rocks. Just got your sticker in yesterday, man. I'm digging it. Definitely check him out over on Instagram. All right. And I would also like to send out all my thoughts and prayers from the Blue Collar Survival out there to everybody that was in the wildfires out west in California. Absolutely devastating. A lot of people lost homes and lives and everything else, and it was just an absolute just disaster. So sending prayers out to all those out there. Hopefully you guys are very strong in your faith and stay strong and just push through, and just remember, if you're still alive, things are just things you can rebuy. If you're alive, you still have that. If your family's still alive, you have that. For those who lost, I am very sorry. I don't know what I can say. I empathize. I've never been in any kind of situation, anything like that. So definitely good vibes and prayers out to you guys out there in California. All right, so today's review, I will be doing the Camillus Cuda one. And this one just kind of caught my eye. I was walking through Walmart the other day. You can pick this up at Walmart for about 20 bucks, though I was scrolling through eBay at the same time trying to find specs for this thing. And I found them for like $11 on there. So you can find them cheaper if you really look. So it's got a 420 stainless steel, and I will throw a knife chart up here for the retention. As you can see, it is the one of the lower ones. So it's not going to have the greatest edge retention. And with the size of this knife, it's not something you're really going to be using for a whole lot. I mean, it's a very thin knife. Not much blade stock. It gets that swedge on top. Makes it a very, very pointy knife. Chuck from Shortcut Reviews had mentioned something about we never really talk about the pointiness of a knife. Well, this is a very pointy knife. I would call it probably, I would say, I mean, some may call it a drop point. I call it more of a spear point of how it is. But this deployment is what caught my eye, and I think this is just a nifty little thing. It's not spring loaded or anything. It's just push and go, and this thing is fidget fun. Now, if you're left-handed, unfortunately, it's no good. Pocket clip is tip down only, but they did it well. It's a deep carry pocket. This clip, definitely, let me see. It resembles the Kershaw shelf. Yeah, the Kershaws. Here we go. Throwing stuff around. So you can kind of see the styles are somewhat similar. There's another company that does come like this. But anyway, very nice pocket clip. I've been carrying it for a few days, and even with it being tipped down, it does carry very well. I don't really mind. This thing is very fun to play with just sitting on the couch. I'm imagining it's a I'm gonna say, I don't know. I mean, it's sturdy like a G10, but I'm guessing it's probably some kind of an FRN. It just says Prima 1. Well, Prime 1 is the design pattern, so that's kind of misleading to some people that don't look into anything. But they got the titanium coating, which I don't know what does a whole lot. It's 420. It's gonna go dull quick, but very easy to sharpen. You can sharpen this in literally just minutes. We'll get some size comparisons. Well, since I already had the Kershaw shuffle out, the hardest to open Kershaw shuffle ever, this thing is defective. We got that. My paramilitary 2. And I want to give a shout out to Chaz Man that sent me this sweet lanyard. He knows I was a Star Wars nerd and hooked it up, so big shout out to him. Kershaw needs work, which it's about almost exactly the same size. And of course, a big lighter. So as you can see, it is, what do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. About 6 3/4 inch overall. Blade, the cutting edge, I would say, is 3 3/4. If you want to go overall blade, it's right about 4 inches with a 3 3/4 handle. Well, that doesn't make any sense. It'd be the same, wouldn't it? Kind of sounded stupid right there. It's almost a 4-inch handle. Love it. I love how that thing snaps open. Let's go ahead and get a weight on here too. So we got 2.6 ounces. And for you across the pond, 74 grams. So a very light knife. Very fun to play with. This is a good one to, I shouldn't say this because it's not safe to do, but I know a lot of us do it. Knife and drive, where you just drive down the road and flip your knife. It's very fun to play with. It is pretty comfortable in hand. There is some texturing on the handle, if I can get it to focus in here, but it's smooth. It's real smooth, so it doesn't have much for the grip. Pocket clip, like I said, is really good, which is a big one for me. I'm a pocket snob. But then we get to the jimping. It's not even above the handle. It goes down below the handle, so the jimping has nothing to offer. It wouldn't matter even if it was above the handle. It's just, it's smooth, and that coating's in there real thick, so not a big deal though. You're not going to be using this knife real hard. My medium-sized hands, you can see it. It holds. I got a little room. It does have a lanyard barrel in it. Yay, lanyards. Or not a barrel, but just lanyard hole. Liners are not skeletonized. Full stainless steel liners. Lock up on it. Let's see if we can get a better shot. Lockup's not too bad. Yeah, it's not too bad at all. Still a little bit of life. I mean, it falls. It's a pretty smooth little knife for, like I said, go on eBay, you can find it. I found it for $10.94 on eBay. But definitely a fun knife to play with. I thought it was kind of neat. It just caught my eye when I seen that. That was the only reason I went for it. Camillus, I bought another one a while back. You know what, why not? We'll throw this one up there. Bought this one a while back too. This has Aus 8 steel. It is, let's see if it's the same size and I can just skip everything. Yeah, it's the exact same size. So the knives are exact same size. Little thicker blade stock. This one's a lot stiffer. And weight on it's going to be a lot different. So we got 84 grams. And 3 ounces. So a little heavier. Pocket clip I'm not a fan of on this one. It kind of, it's like a cheap, feels like a cheap knockoff Gerber, which is bad to say when you say knockoff Gerber, because Gerber aren't that great either. Don't really like the way this knife feels in hand. The frame lock is real stiff and clunky. Fit and finish, I mean, I guess the blade centering is good. Let's check on this one too. The blade centering is real good. And the fit and finish on this knife overall is really, really good, I gotta say. This one, the whole stainless steel handle, I'm just not a fan of those handles. And it's real thin, so it kind of digs into your hand a little bit. So this one, even though it's got the better blade still with the Aus 8, which I do believe, I don't think, we'll see how sharp it is. I mean, this is thick. Yeah, it's not very sharp. You can get it. Alright, so we got it there. There we go. We're getting some cuts. But, I mean, I don't know. I got this one. I believe this one was about 20 bucks, too. I figured Aus 8 for 20 bucks. Check it out. Aus 8, same edge retention basically as 8CR13. I do love the little cutouts they put on their pocket clips. I think that's pretty neat. And this clip, pretty sure this clip would fit on quite a few knives that have this same kind of style where they can turn it into a deep pocket clip. So if you're looking for a deep pocket clip for another knife, and sometimes you can get them for free from companies, but if you don't feel like spending some money on a deep pocket clip, 10 bucks on eBay, you can get this knife and just take the pocket clip off of it. And this thing is fidgety fun. I'm not even lying, guys. Well, that's all I really got for this. Thought I'd just throw that up. This one here, meh, I would say. This one here, I would definitely give 2 thumbs up. I really enjoy this knife. I know it's not made of the greatest materials or anything like that, but it is fun to play with. And I think this is probably just going to be my TV knife from now on, so it won't get much cutting use, but it'll get a lot of flipping use. Alright guys, this is Justin for Blue Collar Survival. You guys stay safe.